What you rating out of 10? My Peaky Blinders haircut is
Your
like,
Peaky Blinders.
Are they gonna?
I come in there one time with dreads. I had little dreads on my head. I've come in, and I was thinking maybe like I could keep it and try something different. Nope, zero, straight up, no fade.
Who were some of your biggest inspirations, like acting wise?
I say Will Smith. Obviously, most man grow up, if you're around our age, watching Fresh Prince. And that was it was the first person I'd really seen that represented me. Do you know what I mean? On a real big scale as well, comedy, doing serious things. And he was a talented guy. And I just thought, yo, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? I want to make people laugh, or I want to make something that's there forever for people to look back on and learn from, maybe.
Whereabouts are you from?
From Coventry, originally, born and bred. I was here till I was 16. If you don't know Coventry, it's an industrial town. I mean, now there's more opportunities, but I think over the last 20 years, my lifetime, there wasn't much there for people. You really had to sort of get up and get out of the city to find things. And that's sort of what I did when I hit 16. I went to boarding school for dance. And then just kept following the doors that opened from there, really. There's a lot of musicians coming from Coventry at the moment. There's a lot of talent here.
Shout them out.
Yo, we got Mugen. Who else? We got a whole movement going on right now.
Have you ever done theatre before?
Do you know what? I did a bit of theatre when I was in college. So I did a little bit for training, but in terms of work, I've gone out for jobs. And I've got, every time I've got down to the last round for something, I've booked a TV job. And that's always been my first calling. I'm like, nah, I'll go with that. Yeah, it's just what I'm focusing on at the moment. Maybe theatre later in my career, I think. It's quite similar to dance and the adrenaline you get from it and the buzz.
And the instant response sort of thing.
That's it, yeah. You can see people reacting to what you're doing there and now, whereas with TV, you do it, you sit on it for a year sometimes, maybe longer. And then you get this sort of response, and you've forgotten what you did. Like I forget the story by the time I'm like, wait, what is this now? All right.
Is that kind of nice as well? Is it like refreshing when you get to watch it, sort of thing?
It depends. It depends how it comes out. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I've done things before where I watch it back and I'm like, shit. I'm like, I could have done something different there, but that's part of growth. You gotta realize I've made some mistakes and just work off them.
The Peaky Blinders was a sick opportunity. Do you want to talk about how that came about and stuff?
Do you know what? I just got an agent. I'd been with him maybe like half a year or something. And obviously when you have no credits, no one's gonna see you for jobs. It's just you gotta get that first bit of experience. So I did some adverts, did 3 adverts just in a row. Just seemed to have this like beginners, good luck kind of thing. And then Peaky Blinders came up. Didn't know the show, so I watched it. Was like, yo, I gotta be on this. I realized how cruddy it was. I was like, listen, I gotta represent. I'm from the ends. Let me come through. Just gave it my all. You know what I mean? It was the first job, so the hunger that I tried to keep now for every job, then was so fresh. It was like, no one else is getting this job. And in my head, I was getting that job. Did one audition, and then I think I waited for about a month. About a month of sitting, heard nothing. And then one day I got a call like, yeah, you start tomorrow. I was like, yo, okay, all right, here we go. And then it just started rolling from there, man. It was a bit of a roller coaster, but it taught me everything that I needed for the last few years that I've been going through,
What's Benjamin Zephaniah like?
Benjamin Zephaniah, listen, that guy, I just sit next to him and absorb, man. That guy, you could ask him on any subject and he'll go, well, and he'll just start chatting all this education for you. He's got so much knowledge. He actually came to my school when I was about 6, 7. Came around, did some poetry, told us like just about him and what he was doing at the time. And my mum had told me about him as well, because obviously she was from Coventry.
Yeah, so my mum said that he came to her school as well when she was younger, so he's been on it for time.
Benjamin's been around, and he's vegan, so he's looking young. He's older than you think. But he's just a guy. He's a good guy for me. I'm trying to always further my knowledge. I want to be able to teach people and not in a like an egotistical way of like, oh, I know more than you, but this will help you understand the world a bit better. And every time I'm with Benjamin, I come away and I'm like, I've got an understanding of something new that I can take and pass on or just use.
Obviously there's all this accent stuff with Peaky Blinders, so who do you think has the best? Who do you think has the worst?
I mean, I can't,
or is that snaky?
That'd be too snaky for me. I'm a loyal brother. I'll never comment. They're my people.
Do you have to alter your accent at all for it, or?
Yeah, for me, my accent since I was 16 has it's become this sort of mongrel accent. It's a mix of Birmingham, Coventry, London, Yard, a little bit of Irish every now and then. You'll hear it come out. It's just, I think I'm very receptive. I hear your accent, and unconsciously the words just start to change because I'm always trying to learn new accents. But for Brummy, because it's not sort of the modern day Brummy accent, it's sort of black country, so it's deeper. It's like men were different then. So the way they stand affects your accent.
Yeah, and just being on set as well, it must be like, and the actors like, and their like level of quality. Do you think that has a positive effect on your acting, like being around people like Killian and stuff like that?
100%, man. Like when the first read through I went to, I remember I bumped into someone going down the set. I bumped into this guy and I looked at like, who is it? And it was Sam Neill. And I was like, yo, I've grown up watching this guy. And we did the read through. I'd met everyone else, but afterwards he came up to me and he just a little time, he was like, I like to read. He didn't have to say anything to me, but just that little thing of someone who's done so much and has so much quality to them, giving me that little boost, made me go, all right, cool. So that next line I did it again, like, yeah, man, I got this down. Because it gives you that inspiration when you're mixing with them people and they're level people. Like Killian, most down to earth guy. Like he's just a guy, man. I can chat to him about anything. So if I'm doing something wrong, tell me, educate me. Is it all right if I ask you questions? And all of them, come ask me. That's really nice. It was what I needed at that time, I think.
Are you into like music at all? Like I've seen you got a couple sick freestyles hiding around. Like
I do. You know, from young, I've loved music. It's always been like, if I didn't go into acting, I probably would have pushed more with music. But so I'm just kind of slow and steady. I just put a little bit out. If people like it, they vibe with it, then cool. It's not something I'm pushing with to try and make money off of or have a career. But I'm thinking, lately I get a bit frustrated with the music industry sometimes, because I think sometimes the things that are promoted to the fullest aren't necessarily giving the best message for people. And right now we're in a place where we need good inspiration and need to be talking about the right things. So if I can do that for a little freestyle here and there and talk about the right things, even if it's 10 people that go, what's he mean by that, and have a little research, then I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? As an actor, you're given a real big platform where people will listen to what you're saying, and not in an egotistical way, but you notice that people are coming to you and going, what do you think about this? If I just go, I don't care, I don't know, then no one's ever going to care about that subject. Someone who I've been following for a little while, from before he started to blow as well, and I'm very happy that he's blowing, is Loyal Kano. I think the way he is coming across, he's bringing something new that we haven't had for a while. And again, his subject matter is correct. You know what I mean? But the British boys are doing a lot at the moment. So I'm proud to be British. You know, music, acting, we're doing bits.